Chiquinha, chiquinha.
Go check out the room.
Chiquinha.
Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and then also hit the that little bell. That means you're gonna get notified of other videos that I do. Okay, so this is Kampot. It's actually a pretty beautiful place, and there's a ton of backpackers here, tourists here, everywhere. I didn't know this was so strongly on the tourist map. So, but actually they got some really nice buildings here, some really colonial style stuff. Got a little bit of everything here. Kampot pepper right there. Kampot pepper shop. I guess it's well known for its pepper. So we're gonna walk through this, and I think there's a river walk down here somewhere as well. Yeah, actually I just came from Chinookville, and yeah, there's no comparison. I mean, this is a nice town, and Chinookville was not as nice as this by any stretch. I don't even know why Chinookville even was a destination place for as long as it was. Yeah, this is this right here is almost all hostels and restaurants, bookstores even. You got everything in here. Alright, so we're just going to walk all the way to the river. Here's Kampot pepper. Got your mandatory dogs. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff here. Indian restaurant.
And madras rice, tomato rice.
Yeah. Actually, this is quite a place. I don't know what I think. For one, I already booked a hotel in Phnom Penh for tomorrow. But now that I'm seeing how interesting this town is, there's a good friend of mine. He comes here all the time to this town. He's been in Asia since 1996, same as me. And like me, he's been to so many places, but there's a few gaps, you know. So I have a poor gap with Cambodia. I came like maybe 18 years ago. And at that time it was really poor, and not anywhere near as developed as it is now. So back at that time it was like, I remember kids without clothing and roads. I take a bus from Saigon to Phnom Penh, and it took me like 25 hours or something like that, and now it's probably like 3 or 4 hours. Just to give you a sense of like how much has changed. But even back then, like, they had these really beautiful housing, even back at that time as well. Check your boat. Just met another expat, and he was telling me about one of these has some expat that he knows that owns it. Try to find it later. I think there's boats all the way up and down this stuff. Dang. This is nice. Going to Cambodia, going to Phnom Penh tomorrow, but I might just could just stay here. I'll use $30 though. It costs $7 to get there. So $7 to take a bus, so I was thinking I could just go there and come back the next day if I wanted to. This one says house for sale. Yeah, actually a lot of the Snookville expats, from what I hear, they are going to Kampot. They have been coming to this town, which is funny because you know, I've been in Asia for quite a long time, so I never really heard a little bit about Kampot, but usually I always heard about Snookville all the time. So I'm wondering what this was like a long time ago. Ebola boat. Let's see what that looks like. It's the Ebola boat right there. This Kampot boat. You know what? I'm gonna take a look. Okay, so I just take a video on the other phone. I'll try to put it up there. I hope I can have so much different video that I'm gonna be quite behind, so I hope I get it up there. But what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna walk over to the other side, and this town is this banyan tree right there. It's actually kind of nice, you know, compared to Snookville. Khmer food and Mexican food, wow. Actually, all these things just have all kinds of good stuff. Let's see. Let's take a look at the food. Here we go. Happy hour. That's pretty common too, 50 cents for a beer. Dang, this place looks like it has a lot of character. The meals. Alright, I can see why people come here. Dang, it's nice here. So actually this is the one that says for sale. There you go. For sale. Dang, this is really nice. Just as an aside, Cambodia is a little bit easier to get a visa to stay here long term, which is probably why you're seeing so many expats that come here. And dang, this is nice. Yeah, I just like all these, the way these houses are. Living spoon. So okay. Yeah, I can see a lot of. It's crazy. It's crazy because I was looking at you know, maybe getting a place. Once I save up some money, I was thinking of a place that is kind of similar to this, like Penang kind of has these row home stuff. Different places, you know, Kuching, and because I really like this kind of stuff, like these little colorful homes like this. And it turns out this town is just like, it's filled with them. Plus you have expats, plus you have a visa that's very conducive to foreigners as well. Man. Didn't expect this. Yeah, this is my first time to Kampot, but I can definitely tell it won't be my last time. Man, it's nice here. Oh, man, it's gonna go up to Phnom Penh too. So okay. So up ahead, this is like laundry. I need to do laundry too. Poetry. Look at this. Kowski. Wow. That's Kowski right there. It's a pretty cool town. This basically means that this is the kind of town where you can create stuff. Create your Kampot Writers and Readers Festival. Wow. Before you speak, think, is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? Is it kind? I've heard that before. Kama Cafe. Arts and Music Association. Dang. Bob Dylan too. Dang. Didn't expect this. This is a pretty cool place. Man. Sort of different directions to go here, but I need to walk. Oh, look at this. Dang. Oh man. No. Yeah. Cambodia University. Yeah, I didn't expect this. As a long-term expat, I don't plan to go back, so that's why sometimes I think in terms of where I'm gonna live. So let's see. Yeah, people are really cool here too. Really chill and just good people throughout Cambodia, everywhere. But it's funny, like you can feel different feelings, different places. So when I was in Chinookville, I was like, man, I don't know. But actually when I walked around at night, it felt safe, it felt fine. So let's just see here. So this is kind of the main, I think this looks like one of the main places, but I think we're gonna go down to another main place. But this is basically, I started down that road, right on the other side of that. But what I want to do next is, I think we're gonna walk down that way because I see like, see like something that looks like a big pineapple kind of thing right there. So we're gonna walk that way. Actually, I can see a pagoda way down there. So yeah, look at that. Those kind of row homes like that. There's a lot of foreigners here though. Wow. just everywhere. And their motorbikes just through and through. Yeah, I wonder, man, I don't know, Cambodia is like funny though, because they're mostly selling out to anybody that buys the stuff, so you know, all these Chinese are buying up. Man, things are so cheap too. It's scary because you don't know, like they could all change their mind, right? Like, who knows? Plus tickets. Okay. Just looking. 2 hours, Snookville. That's where I came from. All right. Hello. So, okay. This makes you wonder how sustainable things are. You know, because like, you know, because foreign countries, like let's say you do buy some land and maybe they decide later that they don't want all their land being bought up. And man, if you can buy land, usually countries are really protective about that. That changes everything. Like Thailand is just littered with all kinds of expats that marry all kinds of Thai bar girls just so they have visa rights. And you could, oh, step right on that. Okay. All these streets are just going to be filled with that's what's that right there. Baht, dong, Vietnamese dong, Thai baht, Australian money, euro. Okay. Dang, it's nice here. Stores. Probably saw my Snook video. Just how like they have one of those squares, but it's like all dirt. This is actually paved. Actually paved this. So I don't know. It's a guest house. Oops. Look around. It's okay. Definitely like this town. I'm just kind of thrown off now. I was going to just get up to Phnom Penh and had a $30 hotel. The hotel I'm at is $8, but I have to share the bed, share the room. My own bed, of course, but okay. And do I eat up the $30? I don't know. So I was looking forward to staying at that hotel because it's I get my own space, so I was going to get there early and do some laundry. And I guess I was thinking Kampot was going to be just like a smaller version of Snookville, Sihanoukville is the third largest city in Cambodia. Kampot, I don't know where it registers, maybe 6 or 7, but infrastructure-wise, Kampot is significantly better from what I can see. And there might be some hidden beautiful spot of Sihanoukville, but I doubt it. Otherwise, people would have started developing all that. Okay, it's pretty cool. So we're just kind of exploring in the periphery part. But for me, I like to walk around a lot, so that's what I do. God, all that beer is for me? For me? All of it? Bye. Yeah, Cambodian people are great. Actually, you can really film easily here because it's take a look here. So Rabbit Island, Kolrong, Buttonbong. Okay. Just gonna go this way. Oh, so I think this is that riverfront that we were just at. And let's see if we can go this way. I do like that riverfront, but definitely going to be there anyways, many times I'm sure. Man, I went to sleep in the hostel for about 2 hours today. I regret I didn't walk around more. I could have been seeing all this stuff. And these are so regal looking. Hello.
Hello. Oh, Sophie?
Yeah. Beautiful, right?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Very good. I'm sorry, little beer for Kampot.
Oh, for
beer.
yeah. That's good.
Good. Where are you from?
From United States.
Oh yeah.
You're from
Very
here?
nice.
Yeah. You're from Kampot?
How long here?
I just came today.
Yeah, today?
Yeah. So I'll stay for a little while and
Yeah.
should be good though.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye. Good luck.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you too. It's hard to know when people approach you. You don't know if they're gonna proposition you or what. It's nice right there too. I don't know. It's hard to see with this light. Here we go. So Phnom Penh, only 3 hours. Okay, I could actually go there tomorrow, stay the night and come back the next day. 3 hours is nothing. Ho Chi Minh, 10 hours. Rapid Island. Bangkok is 12 hours. Battambang, you go all the way there, 8 hours. Alright. So I'm gonna put away the camera for a while. Kampot pepper. So this is basically first view of let's go to this bookstore real quick. It's a Kampot bookstore right there. I can actually go all the way through. So okay, maybe we'll go through before I close. Let's see this other side too. Oh. Yeah, this has kind of the back side of everything. So that's the river right down there. Should go talk. El Taco Bar. Actually, there's a lot of guys that just hang out in the bars in this town. Should go over and talk to him. El Taco Bar. So, okay. Khmer food. Let's take a look at the Khmer food. They got live music over there. Setting up some live music. In the bookstore. I'm gonna stop right here. So now you get a view of the city. I'm gonna walk around a little bit and then I'll turn on the camera when I see something interesting. Oh, it's a really cool place. The other thing that's really nice about this place is that there is an expat community here. And they're all making money off of the tourist industry that's also coming through. There's also a lot of good bars too, so you kind of got everything here. Hello. Lemongrass Bistro. Okay, that's a pretty cool building too. That one too. All right. Okay, this is Portuguese. So, petiscos, wine, and gin. So you got this little place you can sit out here. Hello. Portugal. Muito bem. I live in Macau. There's muito Portuguese in Macau também, so.
I have a Macau city. I live there.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing in Macau?
I'm teaching English at the University of Macau. That's pretty cool. So it's kind of a Portuguese place. It's pretty cool. So yeah, he's just saying that he was living in Macau, so we'll come back and so yeah, this is Portuguese fine dining, so pretty cool. If I didn't live in Macau, I'd come right here and eat. But I already have all the Portuguese food. This is basically what it's around it. Okay. Okay, so kind of out at night now. Oh, that's a pretty good view at the night one. Japan. Didn't expect that. On this truck. So actually what's attracting me is this thing right straight in front of me. So yeah, another Paris guest house. A lot of French influences here, I can see that. A lot of Latin people as well. Probably saw the Portuguese restaurant that I probably just put up before this one. I'm just going to try to get over to this kind of cool thing in the middle here. Should have this on my chest if I walk around later. Maybe I'll put that there. So we're just going to walk up to here. I saw this kind of cool looking indoor-outdoor place. All kinds of great things in this little town. Wow. Did not expect this. Alright, let's go see what this cool looking thing is in front of us. Actually, I had that bread yesterday, Schnookville. Must be a staple. Oh, it's really good too.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I know have work 3 months also. Where you from?
Thank you.
You have look at the picture.
Let's see if we can get across this thing. I'm gonna try to run across. This looks really cool. Nighttime, this is beautiful. Alright, what's that? Gonna walk. Camera looks a little bit blurry. I see this little market. I'm gonna go get a strap for this camera, put it on that, and I'll be back. It's really cool outside though. don't know what that is. A giant pineapple, I guess, but it looks pretty cool. Oh, that's a durian. Take a picture of this, my friend. Alright, so this is the big durian. Hello. All right. Just gonna walk around at nighttime. We got the camera kind of in a hidden spot, so it's not so obvious. I'll try to talk through it a little bit. Okay, make sure it's on. It's on. So, okay. Let me see, it's an eatery. So, okay, so we'll take this. So at nighttime, it's not always a good idea to walk around with a bag on you, but I'm doing it right now. Even more, I got a camera with me, so sometime I'll show you how I got it set up. But I kind of walked down to this giant durian because I just saw it a little earlier. Let me just see. Okay. Yeah, basically the camera, nobody would know that I have a camera set up right here, so. It's kind of a decoy. I have a decoy that's kind of around it, so, and I'm wearing a black shirt and the camera's black. So it's hard to explain, but. Since it's a little bit hidden, you can't see, I can't see what's in the viewfinder, but I'll assume that it's all right. So the minimum you can hear my voice anyway, so. Okay, I'll try to explain Kampot a little bit, but I've seen a ton of Europeans. And this is kind of my own thoughts, but I've read a lot of different books, you know, where a lot of French, they've had a lot of colonies in the past, and a lot of the French guys, they stay abroad indefinitely, and they're kind of like scroungy looking, but also really cool looking, and just interesting in general. I'm kind of walking by some interesting stuff here, so. But I feel like Kampot's a kind of a place that collects a lot of those guys. And actually it's really laid back here. Really, almost hate to put this on YouTube because really like it. There's more bars over there too, see tons of expats. Let's see what that one is. But yeah, basically in Cambodia it's easier to open up bars here than other places, and the cost of living is lower, so it's a good place for people. So we're gonna go over by this big durian thing, and actually I filmed the durian in the last video. So basically what I did is I went home and got I set up my camera so that I have it secure and kind of slightly invisible. Hello, how are you? No, thank you. But I think that guy saw it though, so. So what we're gonna do is walk. It's kind of interesting too. So we're gonna walk into this big marketplace. So I saw this, and that's a durian place over there. Let's see what this looks like through there. So okay, you can kind of see the distance, but I'm gonna walk into the market in a minute, and then you can see up close to a bunch of different things. Yeah, I got bread everywhere. Okay. Actually, this market is smaller than I thought. Actually, looks like a good place to get pickpocketed, but we'll go through it anyways. There's some, I don't know. Looks pretty cool. I'm gonna see. It's like maybe this is more for kids, families. It smells really good. Anybody who's a little bit paranoid. I look like a suicide bomber. Because I don't know, sometime I'll try to see if I can show you how I look with the camera. Short. So we're gonna walk back, but it looks like I have something strapped to my chest. So it's the camera is it's a GoPro, so it's kind of small. But if you look at the bag, it looks like it's if I can get a mirror, I'll show you. As a person who's traveled a lot and put myself in a lot of different, sometimes not very safe places, Cambodia feels pretty safe. But it has a reputation, so maybe, but this is, this area is safe. This is basically a market. It looks like it's more for locals, and it's also a place for them to bring their kids and get some food and buy some clothing, I guess. Hope that doesn't monetize my video. Kampot is a pretty small town on the map. I think it's quite small, but actually it's packs a good punch. There's a lot of interesting things happening here. Actually, it's the prices are really low. So okay. Came back to get the camera, but actually it's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk back. Let's see. Trying to get some camera images, so I'm kind of standing in it as if I'm looking for somebody. I'm gonna walk over by that big durian. Actually, crossing the street is a challenge. So actually this is kind of a bad spot to cross right here, so I'm gonna try to get across though. Especially at nighttime, the circle is okay right now, but later it's gonna just keep getting worse. So okay, we made it. So, okay, so we got a giant durian here. Hello. I'm just gonna walk around the peripheral part, and then you can see that market. That's where we were just at. So I'm gonna walk in a circle around it and maybe try to do a little bit of. Sometimes when I watch YouTube for other countries, I'm kind of curious what the people look like and how they act and what they do. So. I'm gonna come around on this side. This is where most of the people seem to be at. So, okay. So maybe you got an idea. So I'm gonna walk back this way. I'm gonna run across the gas station if I can get across this circle. I guess actually people can actually park here, so I'm going to try to get across. No, thank you.
Thank you too.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Okay. So actually this will probably be the boring spot right here, so I have to think of something interesting to tell you guys, but yeah, Cambodia, I'll just kind of, maybe I'll go through my history with Cambodia. So first time I went here was maybe 2001, and I went to Phnom Penh, and it was pretty dark. There was no street lights really. Took a bus in from Saigon, the roads, 15, 18 hours or something like that. It took like, my body was sore because it was all like, the road was basically just a bunch of like canyons. I felt that way, like, you know, the potholes are so big. And I went to Siem Reap, and I remember it was pretty cool, but now it looks like it's crazy, like tourism. But 2001, it was like just after the Khmer Rouge, so it was just like maybe one of the first trickles of people coming in. But anyways, I went away with the impression that it was like, you know, it was like so anyways, flash forward, I came back. I've been in Asia the whole time, but I just haven't come back to Cambodia. So I finally came back again last August, and I was like, dang, like Phnom Penh changed significantly. It's really, it's just, there's like more lights now. There's a riverfront. They developed a lot of areas that weren't, where there was just nothing before. Like before was this, it still has that element, but comparatively it's really different. But if you had just got here just now, you might think it'd be harder to imagine what that was like at that time. Basically just no street lights or very, almost none. So it's really sketchy. There's like 5 bars. There's only like 5 or 6 bars in the whole city, and they were well known as pretty a good place to get robbed if you went to them, and you have to go through police checkpoints trying to get around the city, and on and on and on. But now it's totally different. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna try to get through here. I don't know if you can see this. But anyways, I also feel like there's, I mean, you look around, there's streetlights all over this town. I mean, that's just an example, and that, you know, that big durian thing is all lit up with lights too. But yeah, I didn't go to Kampot back then, but you know, even the capital city of Phnom Penh, you know, almost had no streetlights, and this town has like way more in it. This tiny, tiny little town comparatively to Phnom Penh. Of course, Phnom Penh's changed now too, but I've heard that among the expats, I'm going to walk all the way down the river, and we're going to walk down the riverfront. I've heard among the expats, I just met one on the way here, like 20 minutes outside of the town. So it's a guy that owns a bar, or a restaurant, I mean, and another guy that was, but anyways, they were just saying that this city, they were all there before, they were just saying that, you know, this city has a lot more, they support less bribery, less corruption, and they're more supportive of people trying to do things. Which kind of makes sense. So maybe maybe Chinese kind of, you know, work in that bribery system anyways. So those big casinos they're building, you know, it's like on a different level, right? Corporations. But a lot of the expats, you know, are just like, you know, you and me, and they're just trying to put together a small business. And you know, I guess it's way more conducive here. When I walk around this area, I can definitely see it. So we're gonna walk by this area, because this is more interesting for the camera. So, okay. So, okay, kind of interesting. And then there's a bridge, goes over the river. So a lot of Phnom Penh is also built on a river. So is Vientiane. There's a lot of kind of towns built on rivers in this part of the world. I guess it is everywhere, but it's still, you know, very functional. Like Bangkok, you know, they still use the river. And okay, so we're gonna try to get across. So I don't know how this is gonna look. Microfinance institution Amrit. So microfinance is like you give little money to people, and then they can make it into something more, invest in individuals. Okay, looks like this is kind of like a party boat. I think it's all, come here. So, okay. Could be anything. Could be a wedding reception. So I don't know how this is going to look on camera. This is a lot darker in this area, so it means I need to step up my game and tell some stories, right? So I don't know everything that well, but this is another one of those videos that I've seen very little of, especially not when I'm walking around and seeing myself firsthand. Let's see. There's a lot of land, business for sale signs. Let's look another one. Looks like kind of a big party on this one. The Sunflower Kampot. And if you look in here, there's a little bar. Let's take a walk to see. So maybe later. They're pretty cool. There's also a top part up there too, so. Actually, be interesting to some other time. I'm gonna try to interview expats while I'm traveling abroad, and Cambodia is filled with them. And I bet they're like interesting as fuck. Interesting as hell. Interesting as. We got one of the more interesting expat scenes actually. And some of the literature that I've read from expats in Cambodia too. It's like, wow, you get really good stuff. I think part of it is maybe that French influence maybe. But not all of them are French, but like one of the best ones I read was Off the Rails of Phnom Penh, and I think that was an American guy that wrote it. Good morning, Kampot. And there's another one I remember reading back in way back when I went there like in 2001. There's another one that's by an American guy that was joined the UN, and he became a heroin addict, which at the time was pretty interesting read. But now with the opium crisis in the United States, you know, maybe like everything is like, tell me something new. So anyways, it's actually pretty cool too. And what we're gonna do is walk across into here. But yeah, that was a really good book. And there's another one I just read, Lives of Expats or something like that. And it was written by a French guy, translated in English. And that one was kind of talking about these unusual expats as well. And it was kind of a recent one. So I read that one recently. I'm like, damn, man, every time I read anything, you know, literature from Cambodia, the expat scene, it's like, man, it's really good. So, okay, we're gonna just walk down the street, and you can basically see there's Armando's. So I don't know, souvenir shop. So just walk by and see what we can see. I don't know how well it's gonna all go out in the camera, but okay, so we're gonna okay. Show you this real quick. So you got this street. I'm staying right over there actually. It's called Bird's Nest Bar. And we're gonna walk down through this way because this is actually at Bird's Nest Bar, there's a couple guys that have been drinking beer all day sitting there. And earlier today I walked through this. So if you watched my other video you might have saw it. And there's another guy, it's the middle of the afternoon, he saw me, and so he was he waved because he saw the camera, but you know, it's just kind of funny because you can see a lot of guys I think it's a good place to be an alcoholic or to become one. I'm gonna go into a store real quick and get something to drink. Let's see what they got. I'm addicted to Coke, so. Oh, this one's the Thai one. There's some Khmer there. How much? So in Cambodia you can use either dollar or you can use Cambodian money. So how much is this one? 2005?
Yeah, 2000.
2000, here you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. So yeah, that was 2000. 2000 is let's see. Usually they sell them for $1, and I think with 2000, I think that's would that be? I have to look it up later. I think it's less than $1 though. Okay, so I think we're gonna El Taco Bar. Got tasty food there. Over there, this is the Portuguese place that I filmed earlier. Milano Pizza. Got a lot of good stuff everywhere. Let's see which one I want to walk down. I think I want to walk down this one. Obviously got this one's wood fire pizza. What's this one? Cambodia. Rock climbing. So I heard there's some mountains around here too. All kinds of cool stuff. This one looks really cool too. Let's see. Vegetarian food. Let's see. Community time. So at the moment, when I'm walking around, what I'm basically looking like is I'm talking to myself. So that's why if I get closer to people, I'm kind of saying stuff like, "Hi, come here, vegetarian." Oh, this one's Led Zeppelin. I hear French everywhere, which is pretty cool. This whole town is amazing. Actually, I really feel like the more the world should open up like this, because it just brings in money and let's see what this one is. Vibola guest house. Huh. Now that I've been walking around, I kind of know how safe and comfortable it is in this city. Originally, I was going to book something that might have been down in this way, but I didn't really want to book too far because I wasn't sure, without having been here, I wasn't really sure how I would be walking around. Actually, this guest house is all lit up, but I might go ask. This even has a pool. Ebola.
ABA Bank.
Yes, corner.
Yeah.
Opposite ABA Bank.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Go bicycle.
Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. I'm just saying, how much are rooms here?
Room?
Yeah.
Right, full.
For tomorrow.
Full.
Oh, okay. How much is the price usually?
Normal, 18.
$18 for your own room?
No more.
Oh, yeah, I know,
New
but...
Year, 30.
Oh, okay, until the 13th, okay.
Yeah.
But usually like $18 usually?
Yeah, 18 to twin room, 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Looks
Thank
nice.
you.
You got a
Good
swimming
night.
pool and...
Bye, Art.
Okay, sounds
Yeah,
good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Ebola guest house. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm gonna walk.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk down some more dark roads. Actually, I got this kind of decoy bag on me, so if anybody was to, I've heard that usually I'll try to, there'll be like a motorbike that'll come by and try to swipe it off your head, and you have to be careful because it'll pull you. So I'm kind of half expecting that that could be a possibility, but I just haven't really felt anybody even coming close to me to even attempt it. You know, because usually you could, you know, feel it. So yeah, actually the other hotel too I was talking to, they also are all booked right now too. Another one, I think I turned off the camera during that one. Okay. So this road is kind of a dark road. I don't mind walking down it, but there's nothing to walk to. Actually, that's how you do get robbed. You go down the dark ones where there's nothing going on. But I don't even know. This town I feel like I could walk around anywhere, so. Kind of makes you wonder how long it'll stay that way. Because if your livelihood was trying to, you're a little bit criminal minded and tourists were one of your fortes, this would be a pretty ideal place.
Let's go there. Yeah.
Okay. Cocktail bar. These are Kampot. So actually there's a string of restaurants right there. Happy Chef Pizza. It's a lot of marijuana pizzas. I'm gonna walk right along this way, and you can see. Oops. That smells really good. It smells really good. Smells good. Smells good. Oh, the trash. Oh, I'm still drinking it. Smells good. The food smells good. Okay. So gonna head back to the waterfront again, riverfront. So, okay. Well. actually been able to get a pretty good view of the city, so I'm gonna walk through this little area, and I'm gonna go back to the hotel and take the strap off and just relax and try to make a decision if I'm gonna go to Phnom Penh tomorrow anyways, or if I'm gonna stick around here.
Wow.
Actually, my general assessment of this particular town is that it'd be an amazing place to live. Alright, I'm just gonna walk back across. Somebody on my other video, I guess I was in Fiji, and they said, "Oh yeah, you sure do jaywalk a lot." Let's see. 50 cents.
I mean, it's probably too late for that. Another day out.
All right. I think I need to walk down another one.
Xong tao về nắng.
Might have overshot my hotel. Let's see. I think I need to go over one more. The beautiful thing about this particular town is you don't need the tuk-tuks. When you're in Phnom Penh and some of these other places, like you kind of need them, depending on them to. It's all LA, okay. done back. Let's see. There we go. Hello. Okay. So some final thoughts about Kampot. So actually I just bought the ticket to Phnom Penh, so actually let me see. But there's a guy that was behind me. So basically I'm just going to kind of talk through a few things. So Kampot is a pretty cool place. The people are amazing. Met all friendliness. Okay, so I'm going to be leaving Kampot shortly. Kind of capturing some final thoughts and some final pictures, but basically my observation of Kampot is it's a pretty cool place. A lot of it's really on the trail now for those today, Chinese New Year. So, okay. I'm going to this park. But basically there's a lot of foreigners everywhere. And some final thoughts, it's a pretty cool place. I like all the, just very seated for the outdoors. And so I like the way the French kind of did things. I don't know what to say. Pretty cool place though.
Chiquinha.